Welcome to the bi-weekly astrology. Okay, I haven't actually been able to get these out since Easter, so I'm going to be doing these now in your element groups. So first group today is I'm going to be doing my earth sign. So welcome Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I hope you're doing really well today. So I'm going to do 3 piles and everything will be below will be time stamped. So if you're opening up to this energy and you want to go to your particular astrology, below will be the time frame, so you can skip straight to it for speed. Okay, so I'm going to be using my Everyday Witch Tarot deck today. I'm also going to be using the Ask the Angels cards. So I would like each group to maybe formulate 2 questions what you would like to ask. We're then going to look at the Law of Attraction. These beautiful Law of Attraction cards that I've been using recently. I used those in my spell check this week as well. So let's start with Taurus. Welcome Taurus. Welcome to this beautiful day. The sun is shining and I hope you're feeling really positive and excited about this springtime and the coming summer. Now, I say that and it sounds very happy. I know there's some stuff going on in the world that is really difficult, and I know that, you know, there's definitely been that energy in the last few months, and we've all been very saddened by, you know, what we've experienced and what we've seen. But the vibration, what we really need to moving forward, all of us, is to get back to this more positive place. And the more positive that we can be, the better we can bring about everybody's energy, really. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So, Taurus, I'm going to pull you an angel card and then we're going to look at some tarot, what that angel card's really trying to tell us. Dear angels, oh, okay. Okay, so you have 2. Taurus, communication and lessons. The angels of communication and lessons. There is something going on that is really asking for your attention, or really asking that you learn from. Let's look at the tarot. Before I even kind of pull a tarot, actually, the communication is very blue. Now, within our chakras, our throat chakra is this blue stone. I have this is lapis lazuli, and this is the angelite crystal. Now, these crystals are very much about communication, so it's very interesting that these cards have come up for you. What's been going on in your life, conversations, the angels are saying, or dialogue you're having with someone or a group of people, and there is a big lesson to learn from it. On this lessons, it says failure is not the end, it is an opportunity to learn in another way. So Taurus, do you feel that something has gone a little bit awry with someone or something? Okay, it's way too many cards for me to take for all of these. It's about 8 or 9 cards. I'm not going to take that. But what I will say is, did you see how that energy just flipped out? Have you been losing your temper, Taurus? Have you been losing your cool? This angel of communication has their arms folded. Not happy. Not best pleased. It really, really wants you to think about the things you're saying, Taurus. Think about what people are saying to you. And with this lessons angel card next to it, it's very much this green energy. Now, green is all about heart space, the heart chakra. With this closed armed body language, it feels like your heart's not open to somebody specifically, or something that's in your life, and maybe could even be people you work with, could be a group of really good friends that maybe you've had a bit of disagreement with, or you're not seeing eye to eye. Could be your lover. And as I say that, I pull out the Queen of Wands. Passion. Perhaps the communication has been that it's been really passionate between you and somebody, and you're learning so much about yourself. This Queen is very powerful. She is very passionate because she's fire. She's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Are you having conversation with somebody in those star signs? Have you met an Aries, Leo, Sag? Are there lessons to be learned, Taurus, from this fire energy into your life? You know, she is fiery, this Queen, because she's powerful. You know, she's powerful, she's exciting. Can be very intense, but in a very magnetic way. She or he, I'm saying she because in this specific card it's a lady, but it can be male and male, it can be female and female, whatever fits for your narrative. But she is somebody very exciting, and the communication could be very exciting with this person. Ooh, sounds like it is going to be pretty exciting. Wheel of Fortune, this came out in the weekly spell check actually. So this can be things turning. Now we have this card of lessons. Are you learning lessons from this new fire sign? Or is that fire sign somebody you've been having a bit of altercations with and you're learning from it? Are you learning the best possible energy, the angels are saying? If you're in an energy of anger and spite and victim mode, or not being very forgiving towards this person or this energy, then your lessons are going to keep going round and round and round on this Wheel of Fortune. You know, I do like to see the positive in this card. It's about things turning, and can be turning in a positive light, but it can also mean learning the lessons and you're not seeing and taking complete opportunities with communication and being your best possible self. That wheel can also turn in the opposite direction. It can also throw karma at you. This is symbolic of the planet Jupiter, really, for me, the Wheel of Fortune. But sometimes as a reader, I see Saturn. And Saturn is this ring, isn't it, around, which is very circular, like this wheel. And Saturn is all about karma. So for some, with these angel cards, it's saying be careful of what you are sending out to people or places. Be careful. Are you learning? Are you understanding that failure is just a great opportunity for some success? Or are you then just telling yourself and other people negative stories? I can't do this, or you know, I can't do that. Look for the excitement, look for the lessons. Take failure in your stride. If this Queen of Wands is not the energy, then it's saying to you, you take on the energy of that then. You bring the fire. Okay, and then we have number 12, the Hanged Man. Another major arcana. So this is this feeling of, it can be introspection, but it can be launching new ideas, seeing things differently. Perhaps communication is on hold with somebody in specific. Perhaps the lessons are yet to reveal themselves. Are you in a position of feeling slightly confused, waiting for this fiery energy of this Queen of Wands? You know, queens are very clever. They can be very supportive, but they can be very strategic. She's very strategic in growth and making things happen. And with the Hanged Man, they're like kind of opposite energies. So are you wanting to move forward in the energy of this Queen of Wands, but you're kind of stuck in this Hanged Man energy, bound to something? Perhaps you're bound to some karmic lesson, or some karmic relationship or bondage. But the energy is, things do turn, okay? So if you have been feeling a little bit stuck, Taurus, things can change, things can turn. But our actions and our mindset can make things happen more quickly if that's what we want to do. And if this is about decision making and taking on this energy of this fiery queen, move forward. You see, she has this dragon at her side, powerful, insightful, all-seeing, all-knowing. And potentially this is the lesson that needs to happen. Maybe you're going to have this massive epiphany in the next couple of weeks. Okay, Taurus, I want you now to sit and contemplate and think about 2 questions that you'd like to ask the angels. Could be about this fire sign, maybe you know exactly who this is. Could be about this communication, being stuck in the hangman position. Perhaps you're just in this huge, you know, contemplative stage in your life where you're not trying to have all the answers, you know, you understand what's happened in the past that's led up to these moments or these relationships, these interactions, but you're just kind of mulling it over and taking your own time. That's not a bad thing either. Okay, so do you have your question ready? So I'm going to take 2 cards, card 1, card 2. So the answer to your question for 1 is recovery. If this has been a really tricky time in communication, it's took its toll on you, it's drained you, it's taking all of your energy, then you will need to sit in this hanged man energy. Take time. Do whatever it is you need to do to recover, to turn this person back up so that they're on their feet. For some of you, this is this feeling of not being grounded. Grounding is simply balance. Balance in life, balance in your headspace of how you feel is going for you, how you feel you're doing. You know, we need to feel grounded. We need both our feet firmly on Mother Earth, on the ground that we live in, the environment that we breathe in order to be our best possible self. And then you have this other card that feels like it's part of a similar thing for the same question. And it's answering you, there's something better. Perhaps there has been this time of slight stagnation. You've been waiting for this more exciting, passionate, beautiful future to appear its face within your life, to make an entrance, and you've been taking the lessons in, and now you know there is something better for you. Taurus, of course there's something better for you. And you are ruled by Venus, and it makes me feel like there is potential harmony coming in for you. Count your blessings because they're coming in. Hello my little Virgo babies, how are you? How is life treating you? Right, so before this little bi-weekly reading that I'm doing, I'm actually doing it a bit different this time. I'm actually doing them in elements. So you've come to the Earth group because you are an Earth sign, my lovely Virgo, and you are the second reading that I'm doing for Earth, and I'm just going to burn a little bit of sage to get some energy. Did I hear my little Scylla then just leaping behind me? Scylla, where are you? Oh, here she is. Come on then. But she's going to come and say hi to you there. No, she's totally disinterested. Okay, so sage just takes some light in, I can tell you. Okay, so let's just burn a little bit of sage in the area so we can just have beautiful, exciting energy for my Virgos. Hope you've been enjoying the readings. I don't know if you're checking out my spell check readings as well. I also do a weekly spell check for my little magical people, and yeah, go and check it out. Thank you for watching the readings and subscribing and liking and all the things that you wonderful people do that keeps it all going for me and for you. I love doing these readings for you. Get quite a lot of energy. I'm also a healer, and yeah, whenever I do these sessions, it's like, it's quite cathartic for me as well. So love to do them for you. Right, so let's start with our Modern Witch deck. What can we tell these little Virgos for the next few weeks? Something maybe they need to know. Cards are very disorganized, Virgo. Are you feeling a little bit disorganized? Or maybe you're just feeling it's time to clean house. Literally clean house. Some of you that, you know, stuff you want to do at home that's been bugging you. I don't know if you're like me. Sometimes if I know that I really need to get something done in my home, I'm on it. And for some of you Virgos, there's stuff you want doing at home. The stuff you want completed, and we know what you're like, Virgo. When you want something completed and done, it will bug you until you have. Right, okay, so we have 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful, very much your energy anyway. This independent, successful, attractive person, beings. I think that's your energy, Virgo. I think that's you. This has a really special place in my heart, this card, because it resonates for a dear friend of mine. I won't go into that, but you know, he used to sit on his little lounger under the tree and be fabulous. And so for some of you, this could be memories of also people that you loved very much wanting to send messages, coming in for you. And as I say send messages, you have this Page of Swords next to it. Now this is a very sort of young energy. This is a young boy in this picture, but this doesn't necessarily have to be male orientation. It's air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, and it's forceful. It's coming in with messages. I think these are intuitions actually, Virgo. Are you learning stuff about someone or something and how that affects you? Perhaps you're coming really self-aware with your own inner magic, your own inner ability to speak your truth. I feel like you have some sort of energy of protection around you as well. That noise you can hear in the background is my cat eating her biscuits. She's very loud when she's hungry. She gets very excited as well. So, mind you, I get quite excited when I'm going to eat something nice as well. So we can't really blame her. Okay, so this message then, I feel like some of you, feels like maybe somebody's admiring you, watching you. The 9 of Pentacles is very attractive, independent, sexy almost. Somebody checking you out, somebody wanting to have a conversation with you, contact you, tell you how they're feeling about something. And then we have this 7 of Pentacles, Virgo. 7s are about achieving, wanting to achieve success, wanting to have this amazing harvest, shining your pennies, making things look beautiful, working towards a goal. You have a glass of wine in both of these cards actually. So maybe you're going to be enjoying a nice glass of wine with somebody you love, somebody, maybe you're going to go out for a drink with this Page of Swords. Maybe it's going to be somebody that comes charging on in and says, you know what, I want to tell you that I think you're attractive, I think you're a bit of me. And your intuition is saying, well, you know, this feels good, this feels right, they're telling me. 7 of Cups, this is kind of Scorpio energy for me, but this is this idea of having options. I think you've got 2 7s now, so 7 7. So these are kind of like angel numbers. And 7s are like, for me, kind of bringing things into your reality. Making things part of your everyday, maybe? is someone or something coming into day-to-day life that's to be celebrated. But before you get to that, are you gonna be a little bit mixed up about what choices you need to make? And then we have this Knight of Wands, and this Knight kind of comes charging in. This is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this is very fiery. This could be one of your options, Virgo. Maybe this is something very exciting for you. It's about to start, or is already in the motions of starting. And this Knight feels like he needs to race on in with this message. And that could be, you could be that element of the Knight, and you could be racing on into something new, some new chapter in your life where you really want to get things going. You don't want to wait anymore. You want to make it happen. Perhaps for some, there was something in your past that, seemed like it was going to be really good, and it was just an illusion. It didn't turn into the fruition. This Seven of Pentacles is really working on something and trying to cultivate it in order for it to be a success. And it feels like there was a lot of illusion around something. Maybe you've changed your mind. Maybe the Page of Swords has embodied you and you now see the truth for what it is. These air signs are very much about, can be vocalizing the truth, can be realizing the truth, can be the way you think about someone or something. Maybe you've changed your mind. Maybe those illusions brought you what you thought was sadness, but has ended up bringing you this Empress energy. We've got the card of the Empress now. This Empress is, she's kind of the mother and the Queen of Queens all in one. She is exciting. She can make things happen. She's powerful. She's kind of in charge. I'm not gonna lie. She wields her power with grace. That's what I would say about her. And she emanates this beauty that people just want to be around her. They want to receive love from her. They want to even be on the end of her smile or her gaze. Just brings this warmth and this sunshine. And Virgo, I feel like this is you lighting up over something that's getting better or is improving. With that Empress, we had the Five of Cups, and this can sometimes be in a very sad, emotional place. Perhaps we've spent too long looking at the spilt cups and not realised that there's so much amazing horizons for us. Look at this beautiful blue sky and this beach setting. And this little witch doesn't see any of it because she's just really sad about this spilt potential heartache maybe, but that doesn't necessarily have to be in love, because it's cups. For some of you it will be. It's water energy. It's deep, deep emotional feeling of disengaged in something, or having lost out on something not presenting itself in the way that you'd wished it had. But this Empress with that card is telling you that, that may have just been the illusion that I was talking about earlier. Don't get so focused on the illusion, because look, you've got more wine in here. I swear you're going out drinking with somebody, or you're going for wine. You see these two cups fully in the upright position and these in the reverse. Spilt cups. I would say look for your blue skies, Virgo, because there are two upright cups and there's all these bottles of beautiful wine, and this is this idea of growing on the vine, these grapes, this harvest, this, sometimes wine takes time to taste as good as it can, and maybe you're having to just wait for this fruit to ripen. Okay, dear angels, what can you tell Virgo in their bi-weekly that would be good for them to just be aware of? Okay, so we had one. Strength. strength to look to the future, strength to forgive, strength to let go of maybe what you are considering failures. Perhaps they weren't failures, perhaps they were just necessary parts of your Empress journey in order to have the sun shine and help things to grow to where they need to get to. We have to go through the casualties, a few spilt cups maybe. A few spilt cups on our road to this beautiful, sumptuous tasting wine. You know, this idea of wine, it's like this luxury, this substance that we drink in order to celebrate and to rise, Virgo. You're gonna rise. Okay. Can you now have a little think, because I'm gonna bring out the Ask the Angel cards. I'd like you to ask 2 questions. Ask 2 questions and, well, the angels will give you 25 cards. No, they won't. The cards will, okay, so question 1. Got the answer to question 1. Now if you can have a think of your second question, maybe you want to pause the video, want to take a bit of time, maybe you know straight away what you want your question to be. Amazing, 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 amazing. So your answer to question 1, my lovely Virgos, a year from now, whatever that grape is that you're trying to grow in order to produce into a beautiful, luxurious, decadent wine. Question 2, we're on a roll, Virgo. Question 2, your answer is success. It's now going to shine and be successful. Seeing this shiny gold for somebody, who knows what that means. Have an amazing couple of weeks. Welcome Capricorn, welcome to your bi-weekly astrology. I'm doing it a bit different this time. I'm actually doing them in the element signs. So you've clicked onto the Earth bi-weekly signs because of course you're an Earth sign. And yes, there are timestamps below, so you can go straight to, to the specific timings. And thank you for listening. Yeah, I always want to say thank you, and I'm so grateful that you do listen. And you have a look at the content. If you're not subscribed and you do like the readings that I've been putting on here for everybody, then please subscribe. It just really helps my channel, helps the numbers, and just means I'm able to, my readings are able to be reached by far more people, and then that enables me to do more of these free readings and content for you. So thank you for that. I'm gonna crack straight on, and I'm gonna pull some angel cards just so that we can get a bit of a feel for what we're looking at, what we're talking about. The cards do tend to decide what they wish the topics to be. So you have 2, and the first one I saw, this love. So the angels of love are with you today, Capricorn. What do you need love for? Well, you have strength also come out. So the angel of strength is also present. So what is it that you need strength in? Is it with your hearts? Is it with your connections? Are you struggling with your connections? We're going to get into that in a little bit more with some tarot. But before I do that, I'm also doing this sort of kind of thing at the moment where I'm just asking a couple of questions. So if you want to take time to just either pause the video or have a think and ask 2 questions that came up for you, that this idea of the angels of love and strength maybe were pertaining to, or was really in your vibration, like you know exactly what this is about. You have an inkling of what this might be about. So I want you to ask 2 questions, or have 2 questions in your mind, and I'm going to shuffle these quickly, and then I'm going to pull 2, and we're going to pull them out right at the end for you. And hopefully the reading will also, a combination of the messages in the reading will also help us to get some clarity on these questions. Okay, Dear angels, can you please give us your answer to Capricorn's question 1? What would you have them know? Okay, well, we've got 2. Just jump straight out. So we'll have a look at those at the end. Right, so moving on. I'm going to use my Everyday Witch deck. I'm a bit of an everyday witch myself today. Got my wand on the desk, my Selignite wand from my beautiful friend Victoria. Thank you, Victoria. If you are listening, who knows, you're not a Capricorn, so it's likely that you won't be, but who knows. Thank you anyway. Selenite, just, I find my readings are just such a good energy when I have that wand cleansed and out on the table. Okay. So Capricorn, what must we know about love? Well, this is in reverse, which I like. 4 of Cups. In reverse. Have you had a realization that perhaps you've got something wrong, or you think you may have reacted in a way that you kind of wish you hadn't, regarding some area or relationship in your life? 10 of Swords. Now, when I say you've got something wrong, that could also be you didn't see some sort of betrayal or deceit coming. You didn't necessarily know that it was going to play out in this way. This can be a friendship. This doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. Or it could be, do you feel like somebody kind of hid something from you? I'm getting this element, Capricorn, that somebody hid something from you and you're dealing with the feeling that you're having to accept it or come to terms with it, and that's taking quite a lot of strength from you right now. But also I just want to add, so we've got water on the board, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in these cups, or the energy of, and sometimes that energy is these water signs, as we know, are different from you in that way, because they're the water element in them is just this very, very deep emotion. Sometimes it's kept so deep within that we don't even feel it or know that it's even going to come to the surface until it does. And then when it does, it like really shocks us and reveals pain, reveals hurt, and distrust, ultimately. I get this feeling of a potential distrust. And for some, that will be an acute form of distrust, because some sort of really big deceit has happened for some of you Capricorns listening. For others, it'll be on a really minor note, but it'll be something that maybe is affecting you day to day and you just hadn't realised. Maybe you were letting someone or something get to you a little bit more than you should. So this Swords energy is somebody maybe in Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Maybe that's somebody who's had delivered some harsh messages to you, told you things you don't want to hear, not showed up for you in the way you wish they had, been very critical of you, which has hurt your feelings. Yeah, 5 of Wands. This can be sometimes this potential of something happening over and over and over again, of repetition, repeating. And it can be words, conflict, it can be disagreements, or it can be situations that keep reoccurring in your life, that you are distrustful, or that you don't have a good vibe about, you don't feel good about. Maybe this is a person, a scenario, a situation. It just doesn't sit right with you. Maybe this deceit is something that's not fully come out yet, or there's knowledge, or you're going to receive some information that is going to really take some strength on your part for there not to be confrontation, or not for you not to be conflicted about how you feel about the specifics. I feel like you just want a sense of harmony to return. Something's been sitting, something's felt uneasy, and that could be your intuition about something that's going on in the background. What do you feel intuitively drawn to address? Address in your life or in your current scenario? Something leave a distaste in your mouth? Something, someone? Is there something you just want to pan out in a different way? Did something go in a way that you didn't expect it to and you wished it could be changed? You wished it could be reframed. I don't know why they've just given me that word, reframed. What are you trying to reframe? The cards won't. The cards are not doing what I want them to. And it feels like that's your energy, Capricorn. Something's not going how you want it to go. We have this Ace of Swords next. So we've got a bit more air energy. So I think you're really in your head at the moment, Capricorn. You're really overthinking things. There's this indecision. If it wasn't deceit, it was this idea of not knowing your own mind. So maybe it's this bigger issue of deceit of the self. Telling yourself you want something to come into your life or you want to change some area, but then you say, well, maybe I don't because, you know, I'm in my head, I'm in this sword energy. Yeah, and this Ten of Swords sometimes can be that we actually sometimes create the drama for ourselves and with our own mindset. We sometimes, this can be sometimes a really negative energy, a really negative energy. Sometimes this can be somebody who worries a lot, always sees, but you know what, that could happen and this could happen, and well, I don't want to do that because if that, you know, if it turned out bad, and what would I do? How would I, you know, if I took on something new, what would the outcome be? It could end up bad, you know, it could go wrong. That's this energy. Time to shift that. Time to have strength within yourself. Because this, I'm now seeing this Five of Wands. I feel like this is your internal bickering with yourself. Internally, well, you know, this hasn't worked out how I would like it to. Quite frankly, I don't feel great about that. I feel like I would like something more. I would like something different. And then this other side of you says, yeah, but if, you know, if you change the status quo and you go outside of your comfort zone, you do something different, you know, it could end badly. You could, you know, what if? It goes on and on and on. Not good. This is not good dialogue. This is not good internally. But what's really great, which I'm happy to see, is this Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords is really wanting you to free yourself, kind of getting your yin and yang to meet so that there's this equilibrium. You don't have it. It's like you will argue with yourself. And this Ace of Swords says, now come on, this is a gift from above. You were gifted these dreams, these ideas, this higher self talking to you about these needs, and you need to act on them. But I have to say, for some of you, and it's not easy, and it's not always the best message that I want to give people, but you need to get out of this victim mode for some of you. Stop playing the victim. The angels are saying, I know that's really harsh, but they really want you to find inner strength. The thing is about staying still and feeling familiar is that it can be boring. You know, and boring can grow, boredom can grow into bigger energies like dissatisfaction. Not appreciating yourself, your life, what's going on, because it's just not giving you the zest anymore. And And we get zest from new encounters, new endeavours. It's how we grow, it's how we learn. We can't avoid it as much as we may like to. We can't. So sorry, Capricorn, not taking any rubbish from you today, nor the angels. They're saying, yeah, stop sitting under the tree, in the shade, time to come out. Okay, I'm now going to pull you. I'm going to take you this one, because this one's come up. These are my law of attraction cards. And this one says, I am a physical extension of source energy. And you see this big sunflower? This is this growth I've been talking about. It's time to put your toe in the water. It might be cold, but you know what? It might feel glorious. Time for growth. The sun comes out and the sun causes change. It makes a seed grow into a big tall sunflower. And that's its purpose and its journey. And it's asking you to let your life grow. Allow yourself to expand. You do you, but it's time to grow, Capricorn. It's time to grow. Okay, everything in your physical environment was created from non-physical perspective, by that which you call source. And just as source created your world, and you, through the power of focused thought, you, from your leading edge place at this time and space and reality, are continuing to create your world. Create your world, Capricorn. It's time. Time to step up. Okay, so let's go to our questions we asked at the start of the reading. And question 1. The answer to your question is the situation will improve. Well, that's good news because it feels like you're stuck, Capricorn. Be open and doorways will just start to shine and glow for you. And as I say that, this card comes out with this massive doorway which is glowing. Ask your angels. So look, I don't know if question 2 is linked to question 1, but it feels like it's the whole energy of your reading. It's time for a glow up, Capricorn. And that glow up can only happen when you step into this new reality, this new existence, one in which is you driving which direction you go in. Have an amazing couple of weeks, Capricorn. You can do it.